You coverage of the National Football in this part of the country. Their guys will match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, Watson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was, listen, normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play action now, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Combo. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And not the... that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Malone. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonna throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
49 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll set up to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go. It's Gibson. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 22, Washington 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think you got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
122 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. 1:50 left to go in the. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Prescott off play action. Now he's flushed out left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play here for Dallas. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Open man there is Malone. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a dump off here complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On play action, Prescott. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
The score, Cowboys 37, Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here we go, G.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Like 3. Combo. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Second and a yard.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, these 2 teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep.
He's coming. Check in. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Hands it off out of the gun. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now. At their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. Prescott to throw this time. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
37. Washington 7.
Kill. Big stop. Let's go. Check.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now with 4 touchdown runs tacked on. And now here's a carry heading left. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second down at 4.
Hey, defense, let's go. 18 Rattler.
Back to throw here.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get Bronco 80. 0-0, Mike Free. Watch the run.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
I'm here all day. Mike 3.
Back to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Sebastian Joseph Day in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Patriots, they've widened their lead even further. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Oh, Prescott here to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cowboys, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.